Yo, what's going on? So I'm basically going to start this video where I left off on my last one. I just uploaded the over-the-top story, mission story. This is going to be for the tour. So to get started, I'm going to change back into the original disguise, and I'm going to go back to the top floor. So it's pretty easy to find, to see where I'm at once I start the mission story. I don't want anybody freaking out. I don't know where you are. So I basically did the same mission story to get the closing statement mission story. If you watch my first upload for Mendoza, I explained all that. But in this one, we're going to take out the other target, Tamara Vidal, right there. She's going to do the wine tour with Diane, and she's going to die very, very badly. This is one of the more over-the-top kills, finally.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, and have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
Alright, so once you get the mission story, you want to get some space, because he can see you through your disguise. So if you stand next to these people, you should get that white circle, and you'll be cool. So like I was saying, I was happy about the over-the-top kill, because every Hitman game I make an over-the-top compilation, and like the first one was easy. Like there was enough kills to where I didn't have to really scrounge, but the second one I had to. There was a few in there that weren't really, they were close to being over the top but not quite. But this one's, it's been tough. All the way up to this level, I wasn't sure if I could make one. So they got QR codes throughout the winery. If you scan them, you can unlock a challenge. There's 7 total. But for this level, there's like 3 or 4 good ones that I can use, so I may be able to make it over the top. I was thinking I was gonna have to wait for the DLC, like I did in Hitman 2, for some good ones, because I don't want to just upload crappy ones and then have all the comments telling me, oh, this isn't over the top. And I guess over the top is open to interpretation too, so some people think that it has to have his arms and legs ripped off and a dog piss on him for it to be over the top. So in this level, you're gonna see these little circles with the high grass, and then they're gonna be really good for hiding bodies. So right now I'm looking for a box, and I don't see one. But then I realized you got that little opening right here. You can go inside, and then you can conceal yourself, and then you can conceal bodies. So your best bet is to throw the coin while you're in there, and then get him to come to you. So you're not choking him out in the open and then dragging his body to it. You can be seen when they get close to you in that grass. They can still see you, so you want to make sure that you're still looping around the back area while they come in. So once you get his disguise, that's a good time to save. So I'm going to fast forward going back just to save some time here. Like right here, I thought this was another QR code, but it's just directions. And then right here, you could open up these doors, so that's good to know if you want to push a body or hide a body. And what else? So yeah, we're just gonna do the tour like I did in the closing statement mission story, except this time we're actually gonna kill someone.
And welcome to the Yates Winery. How may I help?
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right, Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way.
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
Alright, so we got another QR code right here. Then you'll see me kind of looking around, checking the map. I didn't see the mission story icon. Wasn't really sure where to go. This is my first time doing it. But eventually I'll figure it out. We're going to go down to the ground floor, meet up with Diana and Tamara. We're going to do that whole section that felt like filler to me, where they were just looking for something to add a little bit more to it, where you become the worker, you find his knife, and you're cutting grapes, and then you're showing the winemaker. Then you finally can start the tour, and now the difference will be when we take that picture inside the grape crusher, and then Diana, she knows what's going on, obviously, so she goes, "Oh, I think I blinked in that picture," and she distracts the winemaker for you. The only thing that I think can mess you up, and it was different for me for 2 different runs. There's a security officer on this run who's looking right at us, and he, I got caught a couple times because I didn't even realize he was sitting there. So right before I do it, I'll run over and throw a coin and distract him, and then I'll run back and then turn off the safety and then crush her. But then I did it again later for some reason, and he wasn't even there, so he might not be there for your playthrough. And another thing, I got a little lost in the fields, because where you pick up the disguise for the worker, there's no grapes on that side, on that left side. They're all more on the right side. So you use your instinct to find the cluster of grapes. So I edited out me running around, and then I'll just kind of edit me back to where I listen into the conversation with the chief winemaker.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes, it was.
And another thing, don't jump the fence where I did. Walk all the way down to the mission icon and then jump the fence. That'll take you right to where you gotta go. So right now what I'm doing is I'm making it 10 times harder. All these workers have the white dots on their head because you're trespassing. So I actually just get lucky that I don't get seen right here. And I'm gonna make my way to the chief winemaker, listening to his conversation, and then that's gonna lead to the filler section of this mission story.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them a grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
But I said pretty much everything I needed to, so I'm just going to let the video play from here. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you have any advice or any kind of funny stories about this mission story, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Come on. I left it right.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color. Good size, large and firm. It's brown. Excellent. Finally, taste. Sweet, flavorful, robust tannins. Some floral notes. Marvelous. Why, I say these grapes are ripe for harvest. Inform the workers, will you, Ramon? I have a third to conduct.
Will do.
Yo!
Ah, my fellow wine lovers. Hello! Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on, do any of you have questions?
How about you, Mr. Black? You look like...
I have a question. It's... perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add that grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked. No, all good. Looks like one for the mat.
Any further questions? Wait. What happened to your colleague?
She'll be coming back.
Oh, well. I'm sure she can find her way out. Let's proceed. Let's continue to the barrel room.
I knew our nameless friend would come through.